Hello yogis, my name is Galen. I'm here with Michelle, and we're here to guide you through your 60-minute C2 hamstrings with a twist. Let's get started in Supta Baddha Konasana, recline bound angle pose. So right away, find a comfortable seat on your mat. Connect the soles of your feet to touch, and let your knees fall open like a book. From there, gently lower all the way down onto your back. Rest your head down on the floor. Bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Start to feel softness wash over you as you melt into the mat. Let's connect the breath together, team. Take an inhale through your nose. Feel your chest rise into your palm. Breathe open into your belly. Take a big, audible HA exhale, release. Nice, Michelle. At the bottom of that cleansing breath, seal your lips. Inhale through your nose. Create a gentle sense of friction in the back of your throat as we start to bring our Ujjayi pranayama into practice. Through your nose, press the air out and find that same oceanic sound, restricting airflow, and mindful breath control. And more like this, deep inhale through your nose. Slow Ujjayi exhale out through your nose. This breath will be our guide for movement in class today. Keep this with you, allowing you to quiet the chatter of the mind. From here, reach both arms high overhead. Spread your fingers out wide, starting to open through your chest and shoulders. Take an inhale. And exhale, circle your arms down like wings. Bring them all the way until your palms meet your thighs. Grab for the outsides of your thighs, close them together, and then pull both knees in towards your chest. Find some natural movements, rocking side to side, forward and back, or even finding some circles in your sacrum to massage out your lower back. Release any tension you're holding there. Give your knees a gentle squeeze in toward your chest. Inhale. And exhale, supported or easy supine twist. Let both knees fall to the left. Relax your arms out to a T and maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Starting to bring a little rotation into the spine. Take an inhale breath. And exhale. Pull your knees back in close. Take an inhale for a little reset, squeeze at center. And exhale, let both knees fall over to the right. Maybe your gaze shifts over to the left side, allowing gravity to do the work for you. Slow breath in. Mindful breath out. Bring your knees back in once more. Give them a gentle squeeze, maybe a little rock from side to side one last time. Then start to grab underneath your knees. Begin to rock and roll the length of your spine a few times. Massage out through your back. Come to a seat, cross your ankles, inhale, tabletop pose. Rise to your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Stack your hips just on top of your knees and align your shoulders right on top of your wrists. Grip the mat, inhale, cow pose. Pull your chest and heart forward, stretch as you gaze high. Exhale, cat pose, dome and scoop up through your belly. Round out through your shoulder blades. Let's connect these motions to breath. Inhale, cow pose. Grip the mat with all 10 fingers. Pull your heart forward. Exhale, cat pose, round and curl. Scoop in through your core. One more round on your own. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat pose. Peel your shoulder blades apart. Come back to your neutral tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. And exhale, step back to high plank pose. Once again, shoulders remain stacked over your wrists. Find a soft bend in your elbows to feel your chest fire up and engage. Now pull your heels a little higher over your ball mounts of your feet. Feel your glutes fire up and engage. Nice, long, strong through your core. Inhale, breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Use the lowest part of your core or abdomen to pike your hips up and back. And as you settle into your downward facing dog, feel free to find some movement. Indulge in the sensation of stretch through your calves and hamstrings. Maybe shift weight from one leg to the other. Stretch the arches of your feet. As you begin to settle into your downward facing dog, maybe take a micro bend in your knees to help you tilt your tailbone up toward the sky. Pull your heart back toward your thighs. Inhale, shift your weight into your left hand, and exhale, reach your right hand back, grab for the outside of your left ankle. Find a gentle rotational stretch, almost a challenge on your balance. Pull your heart through toward the left side. Breathe in. Exhale, release, and switch it out. Root your right palm down. Inhale, lift your left hand. And exhale, grab for the outside of your right leg. Pull your heart through toward the right side. Feel a deep stretch in your right hamstring. Nice job. Inhale, release. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, ragdoll pose, step or hop all the way up. Bring your feet to mat's width distance, nice and wide here. Bend deeply into your knees. Maybe your belly even rests on your thighs. Find a little release for your lower back. Option to grab for opposite elbows here, or even take a chest expansion. Let your weight drip further over your toes. Take a big inhale breath. And exhale, release. Bring your left hand down in between your big toes. Bend your left knee and straighten your right leg. Inhale, open arm twist. Reach your right fingertip to the sky. Take a moment to give your wrist a nice roll. Feel the IT band stretch in your right side. And then open your chest a little more in this rotation. Breathe in. Exhale, fold, switch it out. Right palm comes where your left just left. Root down through your palm, bend through your right knee. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Nice, Michelle. Maybe roll through your wrist on this side, gaze up, breathe in. And exhale, fold. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Leave a sliver of space between your heels, soft bend in your knees. Inhale, Samastitihi, standing at attention. Uncoil your spine, stack one vertebra on top of the next until your head clicks into place last. Shrug your shoulders, breathe in. Exhale, melt them down your back, connect palms, thumbs to heart center. I invite you in class today to set your intention for an entire hour to nourishing your mind and body through self-care. Today we find a balance between effort and release, between strength-building physical challenge as well as mindful restoration. Both are critical elements of your own self-care. Take a deep inhale breath. Big exhale to release and set this intention. Seal your lips, flutter your eyes open, release your hands down. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Reach up toward the sky. Set your foundation up, give your toes a wiggle, and then press all 10 toes down to the floor. Firm up through your quads, start to squeeze in through your legs, and then hug your low belly in. Create a corset sensation in your ribs. Inhale, lift a little higher through your fingertips. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Sweep your right fingertips toward the back of the mat. Right away, check in with your alignment. Close your right hip forward, align with your left toward the front of the mat. This rotation goes up and out through your waist, through the crown of your head, maybe even gaze over your right middle finger. Inhale, mountain pose, rise back to center, and exhale, twist to the left. Sweep your left fingertips back. Same thing here. Press equally through both feet, square both hips to the front of the room, and then gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, rise tall. Exhale, lifted back bend, Anubhatasana. Crack open through your heart space. Squeeze and lift through your back line. And keep your core engaged to protect your lower spine. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up, relax your shoulders. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Through heart center, bring your hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, press into your shins or thighs. Shift your weight over your toes and lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot back. Your right foot stays at the top of the mat. Maybe find some gentle movement in this first low lunge today, lengthening and compressing into your hip. Then settle into your lunge, root both hands down to the mat. Inhale, one-legged plank. Your right leg floats up behind you. Feel that glute activation and back line of your core. Exhale, right knee, tap your right elbow. Give it a squeeze. Feel the obliques fire up. Inhale, one-legged plank. And exhale, gently lower all the way to your belly in 3, in 2, and 1. Untuck your toes. Inhale, baby cobra pose. Using little to no weight in your hands. Traction your heart forward. Lift your chest, squeeze your back. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes underneath you, palms to the mat. Inhale, high plank or tabletop, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog, press it back. Let's flow, yogis. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, reset. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana, rise tall and proud. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, mountain, come back through center. And exhale, twist over to your left. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up, spiral pinkies in, exhale, back bend, open through your heart space. Inhale, mountain rise, and exhale, forward fold. Beautiful breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge. This time your right foot steps back, take a pause. Find some natural mobility or movement, opening up through your left hamstring, also a little bit through your right hip flexor. Settle into your lunge. Hands become your foundation. Inhale, one-legged plank, Ekapada Dandasana. Exhale, crunch left knee to left tricep. Nice. Inhale, one-legged, float for a moment. Exhale, lower to your belly in 3, 2, 1. One more cobra here. Untuck your toes. Tops of the feet in the mat. Inhale, cobra pose. Little to no weight in your hands. Maybe they float off the mat. And exhale, release. Tuck your toes. Inhale, plank. Press all the way up. Tabletop's always an option. Exhale, downward facing dog. One last sun A. Surya Namaskar A. Let's flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Connect it to breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Tallest expression yet. Exhale, twist to the right. Sweep it through. Inhale, mountain pose. And exhale, twist over to the left. Nice, Michelle. Inhale, Tadasana, rise up. Exhale, back bend, squeeze through your lats, open through your chest. Inhale, mountain rise. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana this time, high to mid plank. Step your feet back, shift your weight forward. Cricket your elbows into 90 degrees and lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, float the tops of your thighs. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike back. Nice work, team. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your space. Inhale, long halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, stretch. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. First chair of the day. Sink low into your seat. Give your toes a wiggle and shift your weight back into your heels. Glue your inner thighs together and sink your sit bones back and down as if you were reaching for a seat behind you. Now tuck your low ribs in, find that same corset sensation through your core, and reach your hands high. If you have any low back pain or tension, you can always bring hands to heart center. Take one more big inhale in chair. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Right arm sweeps toward the back of your mat, left arm reaches forward. Now right away, check in with your alignment. If your right knee came back or forward instead, align it with your left. Then pull both shoulders down away from your ears. Gaze back. Nice work, team. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Your right leg is your foundation. Left leg sweeps tall. Find your balance. Now here you can give your ankle a bit of a roll to warm it up. Find some mobility. And then come into stillness where your left hip lowers in line with your right. Squeeze in tightly through your core. Find that balance. Breathe in. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Like you are moving through honey. In slow motion, extend through a Dakasana or airplane and gently land with control. Back toes on the mat. Stack your back heel high over your toe mount. Square your right hip back in line with your left. And pull your arms up and in behind you. Pinkies lift high. Inhale, devotional crescent. Sweep your arms high through crescent lunge. Take a small back bend at the back of the mat. Bend into your back knee, open through your heart, gaze high. Inhale, extended pyramid. Lengthen through both legs. As a spine strengthener, reach both arms forward and flatten through your back. Now this motion helps to engage a lot of the critical muscles we'll use today. Squeeze through your right hamstring and glute. Open through your chest, just like we did in our cow pose. And then pull your palms long and forward. Inhale, star to the side of the mat. Sweep up, stretch your hips open, take up space. Big breath in. Exhale, dragon, skandasana to the back of the mat. Settle into your left leg. Lengthen your right toes out. Maybe bring your hands down to the floor for a little more support. Right toes can flex up toward the sky. If you're looking for a little deeper sensation, you can always traction left palm down, left elbow into your knee and open your right arm. Or challenge your balance by keeping your palms connected, thumbs to heart center. Love the variation, Michelle. Inhale, warrior two. Drive strong into your left leg, reach arms nice and high, and settle into a lunge at the front of your mat. For our first warrior, maybe take a few moments to surf in and out of your right leg. Feel the openness through your right groin, right hip muscle. Settle into stillness. Align your front heel with the middle of your back foot. Use your outer glute strength on the right leg to isometrically pull your knee a little more open. Feel the groin stretch. Press imaginary weight down through both palms. Inhale, reach forward, holding with your obliques for just a moment. And exhale, extended side angle. Your left arm windmills through the bottom of the mat and then expands all the way up toward the sky. You can rest your right elbow on top of your knee, or you're welcome to traction it against your knee for a little more stretch. If you're looking for a real challenge, maybe you extend the right arm long in front of you. Inhale, reverse triangle. Extend both legs. Reach your right hand up high. Option for the half bind Michelle is taking with your left hand behind your back. Big breath. Continue the motion. Exhale through the back of the mat, wide-legged forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Sweep both hands through and come into a nice deep hamstring stretch in your wide-legged fold. Now this is our first time here, so take some motion to warm your body up, to lengthen through your hamstrings. Maybe you grab for one ankle and then the other, or just hang heavy with your weight over your toes. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Press them into the floor to lift and lengthen through your back line. Exhale, low lunge to the top of the mat. Crawl your fingers forward, square your hips. Inhale, one-legged plank, just like our son A. Feel that back line engage. Exhale, Ekapada Chaturanga, knee or toes, lower halfway. Right leg is floating. Inhale, upward facing dog, both feet on the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike back. Nice job, team. Let's take that slow on the left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Utkatasana, sink nice and low. Feel the inner thighs engage together. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Pause here. Reset the alignment of your knees and hips. Now we take an open arm twist here, but as we move through the breath to movement flow, we'll switch this into a prayer twist. Nice work. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Your left leg stays, right leg lifts up. Give your right ankle the same opportunity to roll out and find some mobility. As we move through our flow, you're welcome to take this into an extended variation in your one-legged mountain or keep it bent. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Moving through a full airplane extension, settle your right toes to the back of the mat. Again, set your lunge up strong. Stack your left knee on top of your ankle. Hug your low ribs in. Use your triceps to lift your arms up and back. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Inhale, devotional crescent. Sweep your arms high and settle into a nice back bend. Lift your heart as much as you can. Feel the openness in your right hip flexor as well. Inhale. And exhale, extended pyramid. Find length in your left leg. Stretch through your left hamstring and then reach your both arms forward. Imagine you were squeezing an imaginary ball overhead. That's how active your arms are here. Find that isometric hold in your upper back. Inhale, star pose, burst open. Lift and lengthen through your chest, maybe roll your wrists, breathe in. Exhale, dragon in the back of the mat. Settle into this deep groin stretch in the right side, then play with arm variations that work for you. One of my favorite teachers once said to me that the two sides of our bodies are much more like siblings than identical twins. They can be very different. And as someone who has 5 siblings myself, I can attest that siblings are often not the same. So if this feels a little different or needs a little bit of a different variation, you're welcome to take that here. Take an inhale breath. Hold for the exhale. Inhale, warrior 2, launch strong into your left lunge. Press through your right foot to get you there. And then surf or settle into warrior 2 on this side. Stack your left knee on top of your left ankle. Create a nice solid 90-degree bend in the front leg. Square both hips toward the side of the mat and then stack your shoulders right on top of your hips. Bring your gaze over your left middle finger. Inhale, reach, reach, reach using oblique strength. Hold for a moment. Exhale, extended side angle. Windmill your right arm all the way through. Match the same arm variation you did on the other side, whether that is resting or reaching or even tractioning the inside of your knee. And from that point, rotate open and lift toward the ceiling. Inhale, reverse triangle. Reach all the way up and back with your left hand toward the sky. Hips stay in a neutral position. Bring your gaze up, continue to reach, inhale, and exhale, Paschimottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. Give your weight a little more of a shift over your toes to deepen the stretch in your hamstrings. Fingertips to the mat, inhale, halfway lift, little lengthen and reset. Exhale, low lunge, square your hips to the front of the mat. Inhale, one-legged plank, extend your left heel. Exhale, Ekapada Chaturanga, take it home. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, yogis, let's reconnect the Ujjayi breath. This is our foundation for flowing or moving meditation. Inhale through your nose. Through your nose, exhale. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink nice and low. Palms connect this time. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Hook your left elbow on your right knee. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left leg lifts, option to extend. And exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Sweep it back. Inhale, devotional crescent. Little back bend and bend your back knee. Exhale, extended pyramid. Feel the back line strength. Inhale, star pose, big burst open. And exhale, Skandasana dragon, settle into the back of the mat. Big strength. Inhale, warrior two. Sweep into your right foot. And exhale, extended side. Maybe windmill the left arm through. Inhale, reverse triangle. Sweep up and back. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold through the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, Ekapada Chaturanga. Move through the lunge. Float your right leg. Move high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Now we're moving. Now we're breathing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your seat low, palms high. Exhale, prayer twist. Finding these moments of self-care. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Float your right leg up. And exhale, crescent with airplane arms. With control, step it back. Inhale, devotional crescent. Stretch and restoration. Exhale, extended pyramid. Feel that strength building through your back line. Inhale, star pose. Burst wide. Exhale, dragon into your right knee. Inhale, warrior two. Sweep arms nice and long. And exhale, extended side angle. Windmill through. Inhale, reverse triangle. Open your intercostal muscles. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Ekapada Chaturanga. Take it home. So strong, team. Keep it up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once more each side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, a little bit lower this time, palms connect. Exhale, prayer twist right, gaze over your right elbow. Inhale, one-legged mountain, maybe you extend the left leg here. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Move in slow motion. Inhale, devotional crescent, spread your fingers wide. And exhale, extended pyramid, long flat back. Inhale, star pose, big breath. Exhale, dragon to the back of the mat. Press your left foot down. Inhale, warrior two. Settle into your lunge. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach toward the sky. Inhale, reverse triangle. Up and back. Exhale, wide-legged fold. Inhale, halfway lift, little reset. Exhale, Ekapada Chaturanga. Always yours to customize or skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Maybe you hold the plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time, left side flow. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, top of the mat, travel there. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, deepest chair yet. Connect the palms. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Square your hips. Inhale, one-legged mountain, Ekapada Tadasana. Right leg extends. Exhale, crescent with airplane arms. Find your balance. Inhale, devotional crescent. Big open chest. And exhale, extended pyramid. Stretch your left hamstring. Inhale, star pose, nice and wide. Exhale, dragon, settle into the back. Inhale, warrior two, lunge forward. And exhale, extended side angle. So strong, team. Inhale, reverse triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga through the front of the mat. Again, Ekapada is always your option, but you can take the high plank variation. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, look forward. Exhale, travel through to a seat. How are we doing, team? Nice and warm, finding the breath. Right here, we'll move into our core series. We'll switch to an open mouth exhale on the exertion of movement. Meet me in Navasana boat pose. The nice proud and lifted chest. Squeeze your shoulder blades together to open up through the front line. You can dock your boat by reaching your heels down into the floor. Or if you'd like, you can join me in a floated boat, lifting your legs up. Arms can come out to the side. We start in this nice isometric hold. Big breath in. Big open mouth exhale. Now you can stay here if you like. If you're craving a little more movement, we'll move into low and high boat crunches. Inhale, lower your boat to extend, legs go long. And exhale, crunch and lift, knees come into chest. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Now you can always keep your heels rooted or docked for your boat, maintaining that same chest lift, same nice crunch sensation. Those open mouth exhales, get rid of a little extra body heat. And engage through the lowest part of your core. Squeeze your diaphragm up and in. You're here for 4 more. Last 3. Here's 2. Chest is nice and high. Last 1. Rock and roll onto your back. Great work, team. We'll move into our eagle crunches next. Stack your right leg crossed over your left. You can tuck your toes or even just keep the legs crossed loosely. Tuck your right arm underneath your left. Take a bear hug or even interlace at your wrists for the full variation of eagle. Inhale, lengthen your arms and legs away from one another. Exhale, lift and crunch in toward your knees. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, lift and crunch. Let's speed it up. It's lengthen and lift. Lengthen and lift. See if you can glue your low back down into the floor. Maintain length in through the crown of your head. Focus on pulling your head up toward the sky. You have 4 more. And lift. 3. Lengthen, lift, and crunch. Last 2 on this side. Lift, crunch, last 1. Nice work, crunch it in. Full body stretch, release. Let your arms and toes go long just for a moment. Reset breath, inhale. Exhale, eagle crunches on the left. Bring your left leg over your right. Left arm laces underneath and around your right. Inhale, lengthen your arms and legs away from one another. Exhale, crunch, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch and squeeze. Now, eagle pose creates a tight compression or a tourniquet effect in the 12 major joints of our body. So when we release this tight squeeze, it's followed by a fresh flow of white blood cells, fresh oxygenated blood into our joints. It helps to improve mobility. So you're receiving much more than the benefit of building strength for your core here. 4 more. Last 3. Shh. Nice, Michelle. Here's 2. Shh. And 1 more. Crunch it in. Everything releases, full body stretch. Nice work. Big inhale breath. Exhale, pull your knees into your chest. Start to rock and roll the length of your spine. Gain enough momentum to come all the way forward. We will meet in Malasana frog pose. So you can rock right into frog or use your hands as support and make your way there. Pull your heels in, toes out, settle your hips down wherever feels comfortable. Connect your palms and then use your elbows to traction open through your knees. It's a nice little hip opener or groin stretch. You're welcome to stay here, catch your breath. If you're looking to play with a little arm balance today, I'll guide you through Bakasana crow pose. Bring your hands down onto the mat as your foundation. Point fingers are parallel, the rest of your fingers spread out from there. And then just like our strong chaturanga arms, your elbows cricket back to create a tabletop with your triceps. Bend your elbows back, root your knees into your triceps, gaze forward, and then take the leap. Play with lifting one or both legs. Now, equally as important as that strength building intention of self-care is also the idea of restoration. So when you've had enough of crow pose, meet back in Malasana frog. Maybe your eyes sift to close. Or bring your gaze down to the mat and start to come back to a slower cadence of breath. We'll reconnect our Ujjayi breath here. Inhale through your nose. Through your nose, exhale. Nice work. Bring your palms down onto the mat. Inhale, lift your hips high, a little wide-legged fold. And exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a big reset, inhale. Reset, exhale. Inhale through your nose, Ujjayi. Through your nose, Ujjayi, exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Pause here. Take a moment to lower your left heel toward the mat. Feel the stretch through the back of your left leg. And then engage your right glute. Lift your heel a little higher. Inhale. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Cross it under, transverse abdominals. Nice work. Pause here, extend your right leg, and let it go into the floor. Inhale, broken triangle. Settle your left heel into the mat. Reach your left hand high. Now, this is a challenging posture to hold in itself. You can stay right here and try to maintain that strong Ujjayi breath. If you'd like a little bit more, practice lifting your right leg off the mat. Maybe you find a pulse through your right foot. You're just here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up and back. Whew. Exhale, low lunge. Root your right foot between your palms. Toes align with your fingertips. Root your left palm into the mat. Inhale, easy twist. Reach your right arm high. Now pause here. Give your right wrist a chance to roll out. Check in with your hips and square your right hip and left hip with one another. Bring your gaze up. Breathe in. Exhale, horizon lunge. Rock over onto the pinky toe side of both feet. Focus on using that outer glute and outer leg strength to press your left pinky toe into the mat and lift your hips up. Create a rainbow or arc shape. Maybe you reach for the back of the mat or continue reaching up toward the sky, opening through your chest. Big inhale. Feel the stretch. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, return to your twist. Lift your back toes. And exhale, low lunge at the front of the mat. Nice work. Shorten your stance slightly. Pull your left foot in so that your heel can root on the mat. Inhale, pyramid pose. Lengthen through your right leg. And when I take pyramid, I like to give myself a little self-adjust. Maybe you bring your hands to your hips and pull your right hip back so it feels like it's in line with your left. This should be a nice deep stretch for your right hamstring. And then return your hands down to the floor. If you feel your left heel coming off of the mat at all, maybe shorten your stance in slightly. And then just like our extended pyramid posture within our flow, maintain that nice cow pose in your upper body and your chest so that you feel length and lift coming out through the crown of your head. Take an inhale, pull your heart slightly forward, traction with your fingertips. And exhale, stretch deeper. Maybe your chest comes down over your right leg. Feel the depth of this pyramid pose. Nice work, yogis. Just as important as our strength building, our effort portion of self-care is this idea of stretch and restoration. Gently bring your gaze back down to the mat. Pull your left fingertips slightly in front of your big toe, and then bring your right hand to your hip. Now this can also be lifted onto a block or onto your left fingertips as we move to revolve our pyramid. From here, lift your right hand all the way up to the sky for the full expression, revolved pyramid pose. Now keeping your gaze on the ground will feel a little more rooted or stable. If you'd like to challenge yourself, maybe you lift your gaze up toward the sky or even toward your fingertips. Take a big inhale breath. Hold for the exhale. Nice rotation, team. Return your right hand to your hip for a little stability. Bend into your right knee. Reach your left fingertips forward to tent about 6 to 12 inches in front of your right foot. Have faith in yourself. Take flight. Here we go. Launch into your right foot. Lift your left leg up, preparing for revolved half moon. You can stay right here. This is incredibly challenging on its own. If you'd like to take this to a fuller expression, inhale, reach your right fingertips high, revolve your half moon. Always the option to maintain a micro bend in your standing leg. And if you'd really like to challenge yourself, maybe you float right hand off of the mat or bring your gaze high. Hold here, just 3. Last 2, lift your left heel a little bit higher. And 1, forward fold. Let's take a ragdoll reset. That was a lot of strength, great work. Settle your weight from side to side, maybe take a chest expansion, or even tuck your hands underneath your feet and give your toes a wiggle to massage out through your wrists. As you're ready, remove your hands underneath your feet, toe heel your feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, little length and reset. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink low into your seat, sweep your hands up nice and high. Exhale, chair with airplane arms or drinking bird. Lift your palms up and back, lift your heels over your toes, just giving you a little momentary opportunity to stretch the arches of your feet. Right leg is your foundation, team. Inhale, one-legged mountain. We've been here before, find that same stability. Bring your left hand to your hip, reach your right hand down, grab your big toe with your peace fingers. Now we'll move into revolved hand to big toe here. Begin by extending your left foot, and then as you are ready, exhale, find the full revolved hand to big toe. Left fingertips cut back. You can always bend your front leg. Use that core strength, lift your leg up a little bit more, one more breath. And exhale, we're coming back. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Whew. Nice work. Exhale, dancer's pose. Let's find a counter stretch. Bring your right hand to hip if that feels stable. Grab for your left inside of your ankle or foot. Then extend your right hand high. Align your knees. Breathe in to prepare. Exhale, dancer Nadaranjasana. Kick hard into your left hand. This creates a deep stretch or opening in your left hip flexor across the left chest and pec muscle. Create a wine glass shape with your body. Reach your toes high, fingertips high, breathe in. Whew. Exhale, release. Samastitihi. Connect your palms, feet on the mat, pedal it out. Thumbs to heart center. Take an inhale to reset. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, mountain pose, rise tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, runner's lunge. Step your left foot back. Toe heel your right foot to the edge of the mat. Option to stay active, or if you're like me, I prefer to drop my knee. Maybe you come down onto your forearms here and feel a deeper stretch for your right leg. Or if you prefer a quad stretch, you're always welcome to root onto your left hand. Reach your right hand back and grab for the pinky toe side of your right foot. Find a variation that serves your intention of self-care. Find a variation that feels good in your body, whether that's building strength or finding restoration and ease. If you have taken either the forearm or the quad stretch, come back to your palms. Tuck your left toes under. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, final right Ekapada Chaturanga, take it down. Inhale, upward facing dog, little stretch for your belly and hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Pause here, sink your right heel low, flex your left toes. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Use your core, squeeze in and across. Extend your left leg. Inhale, broken triangle. Settle into the big toe side of your right foot, pinky toe side of your left foot, and then arc your hips high. Take an inhale breath, lift your hips a little bit higher. Give your wrists a roll. If you want a little more strength, or maybe you float the right foot up and pulse it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, three-legged. Whew, nice job, Michelle. Exhale, low lunge. Root your left foot between your palms. Right palm stays rooted into the mat. Inhale, easy twist. Lift your left hand high, open through your chest. Again, always the option to pause and settle evenness into your hips. Gaze high, inhale. Exhale, horizon lunge. Arc your hand toward the back of the mat. Feel a deep stretch in your outer glutes. Pull them up toward the sky. Feel that outer glute strength, hold you, but also feel that stretch lengthening out through those tense fibers. Inhale, return through your twist, and exhale, low lunge, center to the mat. Shorten your right foot in, bring in a closer stance, fingertips to the mat, inhale, pyramid pose. Work to straighten through both legs, but avoid hyperextending or locking them out. Use your fingertips to traction your heart forward and long. And again, maybe you bring your hands to your hips, settle them into square alignment. Left hip back, right hip forward in line with the left. Take one more inhale breath. And the exhale, release down into your pyramid pose. Bring your right hand down to the mat, find your foundation. Left hand comes to your hip at first for a revolved pyramid pose. You can stay here with an open heart and chest, or join me in extending your left hand high for the full expression of revolved pyramid. Maybe you bring your gaze all the way up and challenge your balance. Bring your left hand back down to your hip as we transition to revolved half moon. Bring your right fingertips further forward. Trust your balance, trust yourself. Launch strong into your left foot. Use the glute strength we've been honing in on all class to float your right leg back. And inhale, revolved half moon. Bring your left hand high. Your gaze can remain on the ground or even try floating a little higher. If you'd like, you can lift your right fingertips off of the mat. Continue to breathe. This is your fuel. One more big inhale. Exhale, ragdoll, forward fold. Now again, this is your opportunity to customize, to bend deeply into your knees. Maybe even interlace your hands behind your head. Find a little extra stretch. As you're ready, bring your fingertips back to the mat. Toe heel your feet together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold, stretch. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink your hips back and down. Reach your hands high. Best chair pose because it's the last one. Sink a little bit lower. And exhale, drinking bird. Sweep your palms up and back, lift your heels high. Maybe this time you challenge yourself even more by finding an interlace of your hands, big chest expansion. Heels lift a little bit higher. And inhale, one-legged mountain. This time your left leg is the foundation. Find a little counter twist when we take this oppositional rotation. Find your balance, and then gently bring your hands down, right hand to your hip. Use your peace fingers, your point and middle finger to grab for your right big toe. Inhale, lengthen your foot out long in front of you for hand to big toe, and then start to rotate through your chest. Inhale here. Exhale for the full revolved hand to big toe expression. Reach your right fingertips back. Find stability rooting down through all four corners of your left foot. Either of your knees can micro bend here. Flex your toes, gaze back, hold for 3, just 2, and 1. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Whew. Nice work, yogis. Exhale, dancer's pose. Kick your right foot back, grab for the inside arch, the inside of your ankle. And inhale, reach your left hand high. Align your knees, find your balance. Big breath in. Exhale, dancer's pose. Kick hard into your right hand. This is a nice little counter stretch or movement from our deep twists. This also gives you a chance to open up through your chest, stretch out through your right arm, and challenge your balance, kicking a little bit harder into your right hand. See if you can come to your edge. Maybe play with that line and know that if you fall, you can always come back. This is our last balancing pose, last breath. And inhale, rise. This time, connect one palm over the other, both hands to your heart. Soften your eyes to close. Take a slow inhale breath. Come back to your intention. And big exhale breath. Release any attachment to Ujjayi breath from here on out. Reconnect with your sense of heart, of self, and of caring for your own body and mind. Big inhale. Big open mouth exhale. Inhale, mountain pose. Flutter your eyes open. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, runner's lunge on the left. Step your right foot back, toe heel your left foot out, and settle into a runner's lunge variation that serves you and your body here and now. Maybe you lower to your forearms. Maybe you take the quad stretch. I offer you the option of closing your eyes and indulging in this momentary stillness, this feeling of restoration. As you are ready, begin to return your palms down to the mat. Tuck your back toes under to lift your right knee. Inhale, one-legged plank. Exhale, final left-legged Ekapada Chaturanga. Final Chaturanga of class entirely. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press back. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Pull your right shin forward. Gaze over your right shoulder and lengthen your left toes long behind you. Square your hips, and then gently flex your toes to help protect your knee joint from twisting. Puff up your chest, inhale. And exhale, sleeping pigeon, gently lower down. You can rest your forehead on your palms or on the mat. You can always bring a blanket, a block, or pillow underneath your hips or your head for more support. You're looking for a deeper expression. Rest your left ear on the mat. And connect your palms at your lowest part of your back or your sacrum to add a little extra weight and self-assist to deepen your half pigeon. Unclench through your jaw. And relax any resistance pressing down through your left knee. As you are ready, press one palm and then the other into the mat. Lift your chest and feel a little deeper of a stretch in the front line of your left hip flexor as you push your right leg away. Big inhale breath. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Tuck your left toes. Inhale, three-legged dog, float your right leg high. And exhale, find a counter stretch of your choice. Maybe bend and open through your hip, or flip over and find a wild thing. Press your hips to the sky. Inhale, return, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, float your left leg high, flex your toes. Exhale, half pigeon, Ekapada Rajakapotasana. Gaze over your left shoulder this time, square through your hips, and then puff up slightly through your chest. It's okay if this side feels or looks a little bit different. Give yourself the modifications that you need. And exhale, gently lower down, sleeping pigeon pose. Your own expression. Begin to regain control over your breath, slowing your inhales, deepening your exhales. Our hips are the most fibrous joints in the human body. This is a place where we hold a significant amount of tension and stress. It's also a place that is first often to react in our fight or flight reflex. This can be an area that feels tense or brings up emotional response. Use your breath as a tool to help soften and work your way through those waves. Melt into the pose. As you're ready, bring one palm and then the other into the mat in front of you. Crawl them back onto your left leg. Use it as a traction point to stretch your right hip flexor. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, palms onto the mat. Tuck your right toes. Inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. And exhale, find your counter stretch. Maybe arc up and over into wild thing. Balance out your sides. Inhale, return left hand to the floor. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. And And exhale, drop to your knees or travel all the way through to a seat. Bring your glutes close to your heels, knees up toward the ceiling, and then gently lower down onto your back. Exhale any stale air from your lungs. And inhale, bridge pose. Press your hips up high. Use your glute strength to facilitate this lift. Dig down through your heels. Pull your chin away from your chest and then lift your chest up towards your chin. Option here to press your palms to the mat or even interlace your hands under your back. Feel that pressure against your pinkies. Try to use it to traction your hips a little higher. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lift 1 inch higher. Inhale. And exhale. Gently release your hips down. Find Supta Baddha Konasana legs. Soles of your feet come together to touch. Once again, maybe you press one hand to heart, the other to belly, just for a momentary rest. As you're ready, close your knees together. Changing up our orientation, start to roll over your left side onto belly down Shavasana, facing the back of the mat. And from here, open your arms out wide to a T. Untuck your toes and exhale any air from your lungs. Inhale, locust pose, lift everything up. Pull all of your back line muscles in together to facilitate openness and lifting through the front line. Pull the back of your head high, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Bring your right ear to the mat. Arms long by your sides. Nice work, team. Soften your breath. And gently return your chin back to center. Kick your heels towards your glutes. Grab for the outside edges of your feet. Realign through your knees. Exhale any air from your lungs. Inhale, floor bow, Dhanurasana. Kick hard into your hands. Drive your toes up toward the sky. Create a teardrop shape in your body. If you notice your knees coming out of alignment, use your inner thighs to squeeze them in, just like our leg lift in broken triangle. Inhale, and exhale, release. Opposite ear to the mat. Maybe windshield wiper your legs. Let that feel good. Nice work, team. As you are ready, come back to center. Gently rotate back onto your backside. Lower all the way onto your back. Relax your head. Pull both knees into your chest. Give them a gentle squeeze, a little rock from side to side. Release your left leg long. Compress your right knee into your side. Roll your ankle. Inhale for half wind removing pose. Exhale, supine twist. Shuffle your left hip underneath your right. Relax your right arm long. Gaze over your right shoulder. Allow gravity to do the twisting for you. After we've taken so many active twists in class today, allow this to feel gentle and restorative. Inhale, pull your knee back in close. Left leg to meet it and switch out. Extend your right leg. Inhale, half wind removing pose on the left. Maybe your ankle takes a roll on this side as well. Exhale, supine twist, cross it over. Allow your shoulders to melt down into the mat, gaze left. Inhale, pull your knee back in close. Bring both knees in, grab for the outside edges of your knees or your feet. Exhale, happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Rock your baby side to side. Take any last stretch that's calling your name, maybe lengthening one leg or the other. Start to curl yourself into a small ball. Press your forehead into your knees. Squeeze everything in, wrap your arms around your shins. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale breath. Squeeze everything to the midline. Exhale, final Shavasana. Allow your arms and legs to go long and heavy. Take up space. Feel your big toes fall open and apart. Feel the weight of your bones, your hips, the back of your head melt heavy into the ground. Feel this same sense of softness, self-love, and gratitude wash over you like a cool wave of water. Find these moments of stillness, and I will call you out when it is time. Shavasana is yours as long as you wish to remain here. If you are ready to be guided out of your practice and into the rest of your day, begin to deepen your breath. Start by wiggling your fingertips and toes, the smallest pieces of your body first, and allow this life, this movement to grow as you roll through your wrists and ankles. Open and close your jaw, rock your head from side to side. Inhale, take a full body good morning stretch like it is the first time you are waking up today. Spread your fingers, point your toes, become as big as you can. Inhale. And exhale, roll to one side for fetal pose, become small. This posture is symbolic of rebirth, of new beginning. Take one last moment to thank yourself for taking this time for you to find balance between strength and restoration, your own self-care. Press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Take this with you. Let your eyes fall heavy or shut. Connect your palms. Find Anjali Mudra. Thumbs to Anahata Heart Center. One last breath here together. Inhale for you. Exhale to share. Pull your thumbs to third eye, Ajna. Connect heart to mind. With love, with gratitude, with strength, we bow to ourselves and one another. Namaste.